Okay, perfect.
That's where the Nootkatchee comes in, because the tributaries to the rivers is normally where you see the eagles, because there's more fish.
Right.
And this is a good example.
Hi there, it's David from UncleRoss, and today I'm on the Skagit River near Mount Vernon, Washington, in the beautiful Pacific Northwest, and I'm going to take you on a little adventure off the beaten path. For those that don't know, the Skagit River flows from southwest British Columbia in Manning Park, about 150 miles down through Washington State into the Puget Sound. And it is home to some fantastic wildlife and some fantastic scenery. Wildlife like Pacific salmon and eagles, bald eagles. In fact, this is one of the largest areas in the United States for winter habitat for the bald eagle. And from late November to kind of mid-February, you can see as upwards of 600 to 800 eagles on this river during that time. So it's a great place to see some great scenery. And I thought, who better to show this to us and give us a little bit of taste of the Skagit than a guy that's been doing it the longest, Captain Dave Button. Dave, nice to meet you.
Great, thanks Damon, nice to meet you.
And he's been running the Skagit since about 1974 when he started the first commercial whitewater rafting company. Dave, what was that like starting it back then?
Well, I had an opportunity to teach school in a little town called New Halem, and I had my summers off. So right in my backyard was the Skagit River. So we started floating it with inner tubes and just getting a feel of it, of all the tributaries that come into the Skagit before the dams start. You got 3 dams on the Skagit just below Canada, and then after that it's national park until you get to the Forest Service, and that whole area was virtually untouched except for a few fishermen. So recreation use was at a minimum, so we started bringing people out to give them a safe experience and to get a feel of what whitewater was like, and then of course we developed that into the bald eagle trips.
Well, that's fantastic. That's really cool. Now things must have changed a little bit over that time. What kind of trips are you offering people now?
Well, we found that there's just a small number of people that like the thrill of whitewater, so we started doing photography trips, gold panning, Bigfoot, wine tasting, mushroom hunting, birding trips, bald eagle trips, just to get people out on the river. And they found out the river was magical. Just the quietness, the serene atmosphere, and the remoteness is what they liked.
Yeah, as well as it's quiet out here today, as you can see, it's very, very, very peaceful. Now, you run trips year-round.
Well, look, there's a couple eagles right there, Damon. Here we are, the middle of March, and we still have eagles. They spread out now because the food supply's dwindled. Their main diet is salmon, and the salmon have spawned out, so they're looking for any kind of ducks, any kind of meat they can find. We have 3 of them right here now.
That is fantastic. That is great. So you run trips year-round, rain or shine. What do folks have to bring with them when they're going to take a trip?
Yeah, that's one reason we keep our trips so we're not out there all day, is because weather can change, and we recommend boots like I have or some kind of waterproof foot gear. Anytime you're around water, you're going to get wet. So your feet and your head are the key things, a good hat and good boots. And if it's cold, you wear insulated extra layers. Okay,
perfect. And it can get a little nippy here in Washington in January, so that's probably good to think about, and not so cold in the summer months. Now, what do you hope for people to come away with when they take this trip and they go back to wherever they're going? What do you hope they take away?
Wow, everybody, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Everyone comes away with something different. Some people come to see eagles and they fall in love with the water ouzel. Some people go on a whitewater trip and they like the waterfalls they see up on top of the mountain. So it's all in your own perspective, what kind of background you have that you bring to the river, and then we try to add on to that, add another experience to get them out of their comfort zone, to see the potential that exists in the outdoors.
Well, we've started out here today, and seen quite a bit already. Why don't we go do some more rafting?
Sounds good. We'll follow that eagle downriver. Wow, look at all the birds right ahead of us. A whole flock of ducks. I think they're mallards. Probably 100 of them there.
Yeah.
Look at that. Those are mallards. Look at them. Look at more than that. Look at them.
Wow.
Yeah, those are all mallards. Just look at that.
That is fantastic.
Wow. They're There's still more that haven't even flown yet. Watch now. Hundreds of them. Look at that. I know they're mallards because the way they get up quick. Those are all mallards.
Wow, that is incredible.
Probably 500 of them there. They weren't there when we came up first time, were they?
No. No, they weren't. Huh.
Wow.
Not bad.
Hundreds of them. Yeah, there's still some more taking off. Look at that. You can always tell the way they fly what kind of birds they are. Mergansers stay only a couple feet off the water.
Right.
Mallards pop right up. And golden eyes.
When do you have the best time on the river?
Boy, any day. Any day's a good day on the river. Even when it's snowing or the wind's blowing or the rain, every day's different. There's no 2 days alike. Probably when there's the most wildlife for eagles and the most activity for animals, it's probably the best time.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
And that can be, in the fall, spring. In the summer, not as much. People are here more for the whitewater in the summer.
Right.
A little bit of fishing.
But you personally, like when, what kind of groups do you like to take out? Where do you enjoy?
Oh, I like all different kinds of groups, but mainly families and Audubon, people that are interested in learning something, educational trips.
Okay.
Want to learn about the environment and how to preserve it and what makes it tick. The whole infrastructure of the environment.
Well, we've come to the end of our trip, and it was a real cool little taste of the Skagit. Dave offers a lot of trips in and around for all different kind of tastes and flavors. And Dave, just want to say thank you for showing us the Skagit River.
Great.
And look forward to talking to you soon again. And check out the website, UncleRoss.com. And we'll have all the links, including links to Dave's site, with this video on the site. So thanks a lot, Dave.
Great.